Hello and welcome to this tutorial for finding the area and perimeter of rectangles. Finding either of these isn't too difficult, but remembering which is which and how to find each is the tricky bit, is the key. So here's how it's done. So first of all, you need to know that the perimeter is the distance all the way around a shape and all the way around this rectangle. So I would write perimeter all the way around the shape continuously, so that I remember that the perimeter is the distance all the way around. The area is a little bit more difficult to define, but it is everything that is inside an object. So it's the size of the surface and everything inside. And I'll do that, and I'll show that by drawing the letters of the area inside the shape. Like this. Hopefully you get the picture. We're going to work out the area of this rectangle, and the simplest way is to count the squares inside it. And we can count the squares of this rectangle by just counting upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So our area would be 18 squared centimetres. The little 2 next to the centimetres represents squared centimetres. Now counting the squares is fine at this stage, but very quickly you'll find a very boring task if you've got a lot of squares to count. So a quicker way to work out the area is doing two things. First of all, finding the length. In this case we've got a length of 6 centimetres and the width, which is 3 centimetres. And to work out the area, you multiply the length by the width. So here we would have 6 multiplied by 3. And 6 times 3 is 18, which would get us the same answer as we would if we were to count the squares. 6 times 3 equals 18 squared centimetres. For this rectangle, we're going to work out the perimeter. Now remember that the perimeter is the distance all the way around. And for this, we also need to know our lengths and widths. The length of this shape is 9 centimetres and the width is 3 centimetres. To find the perimeter of this rectangle, we add the length and width together before multiplying it by 2. Adding 9 and 3 together gives us 12, and then multiplying it by 2 gives us 24. So our perimeter is 24 centimetres. Now we'll work the perimeter and area out for this rectangle. So if you want to have a go on your own, pause it now before I go through how it's done. Here's how it goes. First of all, we need to work out the lengths and the widths. The length is 13 centimetres and the width is 5 centimetres. Now remember, for the perimeter we need to add the two together and then double it. So 13 add 5 is 18 and double 18 is 36. So the perimeter is 36 centimetres. Now for the area, and we'll need to multiply the 13 by 5. So 5 times 10 is 50, and 5 times 3 is 15. Now if I add the two together, I'll then have 13 multiplied by 5, and that is 65. So the area is 65 squared centimetres, or centimetres squared. Now it's over to you. Find the area and perimeter of these rectangles. Make sure that you know the lengths and widths of each before you start working out the areas and perimeters. Best of luck. Here are your lengths and widths as well as answers for all 4 of the rectangles. Notice at the bottom that the area is smaller than the perimeter, and that's different from all of the other rectangles in the piece. Hopefully you've got them all done, and they are correct. Well done if all of your answers are correct. Remember that the maths is not difficult for this tutorial, but remembering the difference between the area and perimeter is. The area is everything inside the rectangle, and the perimeter is the distance around the outside. Remember that to find the perimeter, you take the length and width, add them together and double it. And for the area, it's merely multiplying the length by the width. Simple multiplication. Remember that, you're on course for doing well. Well done.